What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Community AI only battle. Just a quick sort of notice. Up until next Tuesday, there's only going to be a video in the later slot. I was going to say the 9 o'clock slot, but obviously that only applies in the UK. Anywhere else, it's different. It's the later slot. Mainly because I'm just really busy at the moment, and I sort of have been falling behind, like every time, a little bit of my schedule, and it's got to the point where I just like can't make that many videos. Like basically, it's 9 o'clock already where I am, or 9:30 at night. I've got, school tomorrow, and I need to be making 4 videos. That's not going to happen tonight, so yeah, I'm just going to be making 2 instead to get me through Thursday and Friday. But yeah, up until next Tuesday, and not just that, there's also the issue of the Hearts of Iron 4 series keeps crashing. I need to find the time to play through that again to where I was, and the EU4 series is in a weird spot right now. I'm going to go try and do an episode of that afterwards and see what happens there. But this series is doing fine, and I didn't want to be in a position where I just had to make 4 videos of this either, because that would have that might have driven me nuts as well, just doing constant episodes of this. But things are very interesting right now. I really can't remember at all. I should really get better at this. I should really try to remember. But it's sometimes good getting back into everything. It gives me a chance to go around the map, give you all a recap of what's going on. So the Sioux are still trying to kill the Shoshone. The rest of North America is pretty peaceful, which is interesting. The Aztecs, of course, took over Palenque. Argentina has held off Brazil, even though Brazil now seem to have sort of a lot more units. I don't know if they've got enough, though, to take it back. The Incans, I don't know what the Incans will do now. They'll probably be annoyed that they missed out there. Africa is still looking interesting. Mali might be up to something. The Vandals are still alive. Ethiopia might be coming for another go, though. They're looking very strong right now, Ethiopia, but so a few African nations are doing well. Burundi and Rhodesia are both looking relatively okay. The Zulu might be a bit behind now, tech-wise. Congo lost a lot of their army. That could really hurt them in the long run. See, there's that big war that broke out in Europe between the Moors and Belgium, but it seems pretty peaceful right now. Benevento doing fine. Austria yet to get involved, and this could be a good time for them. Just catch up and not do anything. Byzantium again, I think they're dealing with they're dealing with Babylon, but it's not a huge issue for them. I'm sure they'll be fine. Attila is really starting to build up now out here in the east. This is interesting. I wonder what he's going to do with this massive army. Mongolia, to be fair, have a fairly big army. Not really sure what they're going to do. Maybe go after Qing. I don't think they'll have much luck going after Korea. I think Japan are probably going to need to be at least going to need to start the fall of Korea. I think Japan would have to contribute quite a bit to that. Vietnam are having a chill period after their tough time. They have settled this island out here. Taiwan, whichever one it is. I don't mind. I'll say both of them. I can't win, because if I pronounce it wrong, well, I guess I could pronounce it right, but I've forgotten how to pronounce it right, so... But if I just say this island, then there'll be some people that don't know that I was previously moaned at for getting it wrong, and then they'll just think I don't know the name of the island. Okay, but Vietnam are actually attacking the Zulu down here. I forgot about that. They might go after Ethiopia afterwards. That's slightly less likely, because I'll see Ethiopia on paper are doing kind of well. The AI probably won't take into account how far away they are. New Zealand is still empty. Argentina and Brazil are fighting battles as far away as off the coast of Australia, who are doing pretty well. They are definitely going to play a part in the Pacific late game. I don't know if they can win, because, Samoa are doing pretty well too. But it's going to be interesting just to see Australia getting involved in stuff, especially because Polynesia look kind of weak right now. They lost a lot of boats in their wars. But, I'm surprised they're still around after those wars. Japan and Samoa came very close to bringing about the end of Polynesia. So yeah, very surprised they're still here. The Papal States are still here too, just clinging on right now. Who else is surviving? Kilwa are still down here, although to be fair, Kilwa are also of course in the southern tip of India. And look at Gandhi as well. He's starting to build up a fairly big army here, but I'm not sure what he can do with it. Like, he needs more of a navy, if anything. Oh, okay, I did not see that coming. The Moors have sent a navy up here into the North Sea and actually took the city of Potsdam. The Celts and Belgians, I think the Celts are still at war with Belgium. This might be one of the longest going wars we've ever seen. But the Moors have taken the city of Potsdam, and I doubt they'll hold on to this. That would be ridiculous, but it has stopped the siege or attempted siege of Benevento. The Moors aren't really doing anything, but they're doing fine. If Austria was to join in, it could be big, but they seem like they might, I don't know, they're defending all their borders here. They got troops on their Papal State border, a lot of troops towards, Papal State Byzantium border, a lot of troops towards the Papal State border, so they might attack the Papal State soon. They might actually go after the Moors for Benevento too. That seems because they've left the Belgian section. To be fair, there's units here, but the Berlin part a little bit open. We'll see what they get up to. We will next be looking at the Info Addicts on turn 300. So probably a couple of episodes away. I think the turns are going a bit quicker now. Someone said they were. Since Vietnam pieced out with Qing, now that they're going after the Zulu, that might slow down again. But we'll see. We will see. Come on, India. It's not that I want Kilwar to die, but it would be cool to see India at least unite India. You know, that would be a good start for Gandhi. I mean, he's going to have a tough late game. India and Vietnam, I feel like that is going to be... Vietnam, I don't know where they expand really. They're going to take out the Zulu. They'll probably eventually go after Ethiopia, but from there, I don't really know where they go. Because Korea are just in an awkward position. They'll be able to defend themselves from Vietnam with these boats, I imagine. Unless Vietnam really starts to build up. Mongolia, I think, will be able to hold them off. Like, they wouldn't win or anything, but I think Mongolia could hold them off, mainly because there's so much land between here and their cities. Qing, goodness knows, they probably can't take this because they're just too incompetent. Again, Japan is probably going to be too well defended to take anything. Samoa, the same. So it's going to be kind of difficult for Vietnam. And again, India is going to be a really hard war for them to take, because again, they're going to have to go so far before they even get near the cities, and then when they do, Delhi and Mumbai, very close, they're going to have similar bombardment ranges. It's going to make it a little bit difficult for them, but it's all possible. Vandals not having the best of luck, and the Ethiopian, do not try to attack this city. Why would you put these units in the sea? Moors, you were doing okay. You're actually still holding on to Potsdam. It's in the red. They might lose it this turn. But it depends if they can kill this rifleman. I doubt they'll be able to. Most literate people. Oh, interesting. So Samoa's still leading. Joint with Vietnam. But, you know, that tech boost at the start, they've not wasted it as some of the others have. I mean, to be fair, Polynesia is 5th and Japan's up here too. The Celts have really struggled. What did they do? I gave the Celts such an advantage. I've just scrolled through the whole list. The Celts, I've missed them. Okay, let's go back to the start. Samoa's leading, 52, joint with Vietnam. 51 then for Ethiopia. Nigeria, that is surprising, at 50. Maybe they're doing better than I thought. Polynesia and Japan, 49. Attila, the Moors, Belgium and Brazil on 48. That's a wide spread from across the world. Burundi, Inca, Rhodesia, Texas, Australia, even the Soviet Union have 47. Korea have fallen a bit to 46, I see. I don't know where... Oh, there's the Celts, 44, Genghis Khan. So it's very spread still. There's still plenty of people doing well out there. I wouldn't say the game has been won yet. Vietnam, at one point, we're looking like they might run away with it. But that mistake with Qing has let Ethiopia come back into it. And there seems like there's other contenders who are maybe not given as much credit as they deserve. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Samoa versus Australia. We're about to see a massive naval battle unfold, which is kind of a good thing. Not just because we're going to see a massive naval battle, but also because a lot of these units will die, and that will speed up processing. And Polynesia is still at war with Japan, apparently, and they just declared war on Shaka. Don't think they're going to get over here before Vietnam conquers another Pacific island. Is this Pacific? I guess it's Pacific. It's also Indonesian, Indian Ocean, Pacific. It's in the middle. It's an Indonesian island. And it's probably not. It's probably the other one. I've completely forgotten. Malaysia, Philippines, one of them. It's probably one of those instead. Who knows? Anyway, whoever it belongs to, one of them. Vietnam is about to control it. They're starting to get more coastal cities. Beijing is a very good one for them at 20 population. In fact, it's the best one because it's the only one that's not a puppet, if I'm correct. Oh no, this one isn't either, but it's only at 3. So yeah, I would expect to see Vietnam starting to produce some boats out of Beijing. India versus the Zulu. That is not the war I wanted from you, Shaka. Why would you do this? Kilwa are struggling here. Oh, and yep, there we go. The Vietnamese have taken this city, as we were expecting. It looks like the Congo may finally fall. I'm not sure. This is just the beginning of the siege. As I say that, it's Burundi's turn now. So, okay, no, they are coming though. I'm so surprised Nigeria have great war infantry. How is that? I mean, population must be a big factor. I mean, Lagos in particular is pretty big. Oh, Mali. There was a little bit of a land border, but not anymore. Mali not allowing that to happen. Yeah, I'm surprised Nigeria are doing so well. Obviously, depends how long Ethiopia give them, because this city is wide out in the open. And probably if Ethiopia were to take it, a huge amount of land to go with it. Yeah, North Africa, more interesting than I thought. It's sort of divided between three powers. Ethiopia, Nigeria, and Mali for the most part. And Burundi could still play a part in it too. They are fairly strong. If they could take Mbanza Congo here, they would be in a good spot to maybe ask the Zulu to team up on Rhodesia. They're holding Potsdam. I don't know how. I mean, probably their navy doing a bit of work, because it's incredible they still have it. Also, to be fair to Stalin, 21, 17, 9... He's rebuilt. His population is fairly high. Maybe, I don't know if he could defend from the Huns. I mean, it would be difficult, but it's possible. I think Attila might be about to do something. I don't know. Mongolia's peaced out with Byzantium. I mean, I didn't even know they're at war. So, that's good news for you, Byzantium, out here in Eastern Europe. Europe is so interesting right now. We've got a few... It's still like the most contested area. Like Ethiopia is probably the strongest in Asia. It's not going to be easy for all these civs, but Ethiopia, Vietnam, they're sort of dominating their regions for the most part. Mongolia, oh, okay, Vietnam have enlisted the help of Mongolia this time. I think Mongolia would probably have more luck taking this from Qing. Going to be honest. Have you had your go yet? Samoa and Australia, the naval battles begin. Samoa's navy mainly over this way. Australia destroyed some of the ships out here, but they have plenty more to the south of Australia. This is going to be fascinating, what plays out down here. Samoa did... I don't know, they never had any... They had a settler that got trapped, and they never got to actually use it. There's a lot of Australian frigates over here. I think it's going to be very close. Samoa seems to be a bit behind. Looks like their galleasses and privateers maybe not the best of warships to be using. And yeah, I think Mongolia is probably going to be the extra... Is finally going to... You know, I think Mongolia will probably take it. I'm not 100%, but... As I was saying, Ethiopia, Vietnam, they're sort of the strongest in their continents. Texas in North America, although they're not on the same level of strength as Ethiopia or Vietnam. Texas are probably the strongest in North America. It's been very boring. I mean, apart from the constant sieging of the Shoshone, this region has just been pretty boring. South America... The Inca and Brazil, but, you know, that's two people competing. And over here you've got Austria, Belgium, the Moors, Byzantium, and Attila all competing. And, I mean, the Soviets are still, like, they're not going to be easy to kill off. So that's interesting. And the Celts, again, they're not going to be easy to kill off, but they seem to be coming to the Moors' aid here, which is surprising, because the Moors have Ireland. You wouldn't think they'd like that. But the Aztecs have peaced out with the Mayans. But the problem is the Incans, I think they fall short. Don't think they have a melee unit. Texas sending a settler off the coast of Florida, probably for Cuba. I don't know where else they'd be going. It's probably where it's going to be. I imagine it's come through here. I don't know why it wouldn't go through there, but they have open borders, may as well use them. The Celts finally peaced out with Belgium. Jeez, took them long enough, and they maintained their 3 cities. The Moors having a bit less help, but they seem to have established naval dominance right now in the North Sea, which took them a while, but they sent all their boats from the Atlantic round. And Japan has entered the modern era. Good job, Tojo. Cool. You are... I don't know, he doesn't really have the boats to really get off the islands, but on the island... Oh my goodness. Okay, Vietnam has planes. Just a heads up, they have a Great War 1 plane. Don't think Ethiopia do yet, but again, that's probably that stage in the tech tree where they're sort of balanced. They've like there's 5 sort of choices. It's a wide part, planes being one of them. So they could have gone for something else. Samoa is actually who I should be looking at, not Ethiopia. Although they're all pretty close. But that is going to be it for this episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and also be sure to remember that up until Tuesday, it's just going to be 1 video a day. Hopefully you can all appreciate that. Thank you in advance for putting up with that. I apologise as well, but I'm sure most of you will understand. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.